I've been going through a major candle kick this week since Bath and Body Works had their huge release, and I realized that this year my cats don't care about the candles. So before they used to mess with it and like knock it over, so I was just like, okay, I can't have candles. Well, this year they couldn't care less. I have an entire setup right now in the living room, in the yarn dungeon, in the kitchen, and they haven't bothered it at all, like in the slightest. And I have, even with the carriage that has like the slimy green and glitter going through it, I thought maybe that would intrigue them because I'm intrigued. Like, it is such a centerpiece, but no, they don't care at all. I know that Joanne does have a couple of like tapestry candles. I could order them online, but I happened to be here because I was gonna stop at Sally's to get some dye for my hair. It's just a me day. I need to run a couple of other errands too. I'm just gonna check and see if they have anything. I ended up getting 2 of the candles to try. I didn't even like test out the scent in store. I just saw the name and was like, I love this. So again, to go with the snake theme everywhere, they had to have a snake venom candle, and it has like the snake skin wrapped all around it. It says notes of mandarin, citrus blossom, and wood. I like all of those things. Oh, I really like this one. Shoot, I should have got a couple of these. I'm always just nervous when it's a new scent, especially when it's not a super sweet one, because that's the type of candles that I really, really love. Yeah, this is, I'm gonna get more of this though. The top is just plain. It is 14 ounces, but yeah, this was 80% off of the candles today with my coupon added onto it. The last one that I got was called Haunted House. Notes of wood smoke, fir, and spice. Little stars, a moon, there's a skull on this side. I don't know about this one. Oh, again, I like this one too. I'm thinking the snake venom, probably for the movie room. I feel like I could have that all day. This seems like a kitchen type of candle. That spice, just assorted spice, is really coming through. It's not like a cinnamon spice though. Like, there's a little bit of cinnamon, but it's not a bitter, like it doesn't have a bite to it. I like both of them. Okay, that's snake venom though. I'm going back for more. There happens to be a Home Goods right next door. I haven't been to this one since the beginning of July. Yeah, July 5th I went there to see if they had anything on the shelves, and they said no, and it wouldn't be for a couple of weeks. Well, I've waited a lot longer than a couple of weeks. So hopefully they have a little something. And it's also next to a Starbucks. So I'm just gonna hit all of those places all in one stop. Best case scenario, I was hoping for one line. I found 3 different lines. So they did have the Target line, the Good and Gather, pumpkin spice. So it's cinnamon, clove, ginger, nutmeg, hint of pumpkin. This one is the light roast. I stock up on this one because it's nice to have in the afternoon, or like that's when I like it. They also had Dunkin'. I know this is gonna spark some conversation because I am a Starbucks person, but I do love the Dunkin' pumpkin spice. I'm not gonna say it's my favorite because I don't know that I could pick one, but really, like, the bag is just super cute. The color of Dunkin' Donuts goes perfectly for pumpkin spice coffee. And on the bottom, there's cute little pumpkins. It's like limited time. Make sure you stock up. You're gonna be sad once it's gone. There's pumpkins on the side of it. Like, this bag is just full of spooky joy. And they did have the Starbucks ones too. They actually had a couple of different themed. They had the Starbucks fall line, got a little purple running throughout it, some flowers. Where's the thing to smell? Pumpkin and sweet spice notes. See, again, so I'm not gonna say that I like it more or the most. I just find myself getting the Dunkin' at home and the pumpkin spice at Starbucks when I go to Starbucks. Anyways, I did end up getting a cold brew too. So this is the black unsweetened. Ways to enjoy it: top it with whipped cream, sprinkle cinnamon and nutmeg. I would even say maybe put some sprinkles on top of it. Like, if you're there with the whipped cream, grab some jack-o'-lantern sprinkles too. Oat milk, almond milk, coconut milk. I already have a ton of almond milk and coconut milk. Apparently, I was in a baking mood. I mean, I don't have anything at home to bake with. Okay, I did want cheesecake, and that is the reason that I grabbed these, is because I'm definitely gonna make cheesecake this year. Not just cheesecake, but candy corn cheesecake. Yes, it is happening. How freaking cute is that gonna be in these little spiderweb ramekins? So the recipe that I have for a cheesecake is like super simple. I am all about being as efficient as possible when it comes to baking, and I'm not gonna take them out. Like, I'm just gonna eat it out of here. There were so many cute cups there. Okay, and this one, it was like a line. So after I picked the first one up, I looked at the one behind it, and they were all different. So there's 4 of these. I don't know how many ounces are in it. Dishwasher and microwave safe. Heck yes. But I got the one that says snake tongue. There was like a witch's brew, spider web, there was a werewolf one. Honestly, I should have just got all 4 of them together because they're super freaking cute. And I love how tall they are. Like, I don't have any coffee cup that's this height. But the snakes, we're going with that theme this year because it's everywhere. So I'm just rolling with it. I'm not gonna go against the tide. Did I get one more thing? 2 more things. Yes. Like I said, I was in a baking mood. All of it was from the kitchen section. Little ghosty casserole dish. These are my favorite to roast up veggies, like Brussels sprouts with a little olive oil, salt and pepper. Oh gosh, that is my favorite. It's a pretty nice size one too. I don't know that it says on here. No, just microwave and dishwasher safe. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. I'm seriously hoping that this is going to be a line. Like, there's going to be more of this. Bowls, trays, things like that. I like the ghost theme, and they're freaking adorable. Like, look at them. They're all happy, having a good time. Since I am going to be baking a little more, I figured I should actually have a mixing bowl. And this is the Bake Shop mix set. So it's the mixing jug, baking utensils, and what is it? There's like 2 cookie cutters on here, which I do bake cookies, so these will get a lot of use out of it. And then the spatula. Love, love, love the snake on the spatula. On the side, there is a snake on both sides too. Matte black all throughout the inside as well. Possibly my favorite thing out of all of it, just because I don't have anything like this. Like, I don't have a big mixing bowl, and I like the handle on the side of it too. Well, I got some more yarn. I did have another coupon that you can stack, and whenever I can stack coupons at Joann's, I'm just like, you know what, throw it in the cart. This yarn, however, I have been looking at it for quite a while and going back and forth of like, should I get it? Should I not? If I get it, I'm gonna start a new project, and I really don't need to start a new project. I don't care anymore. Honestly, this is the Bernate Blanket Extra, and it's slimy goodness. The fact that it has not made it into the yarn dungeon until now is honestly pretty impressive. So I got 4 of these. I'm just not even gonna pretend anymore. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm not gonna start new projects. And if the inspiration hits, I'm gonna start them. Quite a few free patterns on the Yarnspiration site for this particular yarn and also for blankets. This one, is this knit? Yeah, I think both of them are knit. So there's this blanket right here that I got really excited about. I was like, ooh, maybe I'll start that tonight. Nope, that is knit, which I guess I could, but I'm not really feeling that. And then this one is also a knit cushion, which didn't matter because I wasn't gonna make a pillow, whether it was knit or crochet, so that one didn't matter. But yeah, these two, I'm gonna hold together, not hold together, I'm gonna alternate between the two of them to replace this. Or not like replace it, but just something to go with my other slimy green decor that's going to be coming into the movie room here pretty soon. 15mm crochet hook. I'm probably going to use a 20mm because I did get that new 20mm crochet hook from Furls Crochet and I haven't used that yet. Like that was, or was it the 25? No, I had the 20. It's the 25. You know what? I might just use both of them, see which one I like the best, because this is going to be obviously a giant granny square. So like it doesn't matter if it's much bigger than the hook it's suggesting. Machine wash and dryable. I mean, you know, this isn't new yarn. It's been out forever. I just haven't got this slimy green and it's so freaking soft. Woke up a little bit early. I was told that they have these candles that are glow in the dark. I was just like curious, like is the actual candle portion glow in the dark? The lid, the top, the label, like what is the thing? I found one of them. There's apparently 3. I found one, like they have different tops. Called Hollow Tree Glows in the Dark. The jar is fantastic. And then the top has a tiny little baby ghost on it. And this part is what glows in the dark. Like this stuff as well, but this majorly. What do you smell like though? It doesn't say. Maybe a little pumpkin, but mainly cinnamon. What's awesome is the ghost comes off pretty easily. So when I'm done with this, just like twist this part off and I'll make a keychain out of it or something. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna keep that part. But the colors are gonna go really well with the rest of the slimy green stuff in the movie room. So I got that one, and then I got one more just because it was right next to it and I felt like the colors matched perfectly. And this one does have a bat on the top of it. It doesn't glow or anything. It's just cute. Black Violet Scented Candle. It's more like a floral scent. It's not bad though. Normally I'm not a floral type of candle, but this one's gonna be good. Honestly, I think these two together are gonna be fantastic. Worked a little bit on this blanket last night, got about 10 rows in and just decided that I didn't like it. Okay, so like this is what I was going for, right? A blown up version of it, I don't know, I wasn't enjoying it. I started with the 20mm crochet hook, bumped it down to the 15 to see if I'd kind of like that too. I think if I was making it into like a tote and then using a lining on the inside, I would have loved that. I would have been like totally fine with it. But for a blanket, because that's what I'm doing, I'm just gonna do this, which is just the granny square that I'm making for my 100 Nights of Halloween too. So it's just a giant blown up version, and I'm just continuing on. I got going with the slime green and totally forgot that I needed to use the black too. I have 2 skeins of each. That's it. So when it's gone, it's gone. I'm not going to add on to it. I have no idea how big it's going to actually be. What do we have in here? There is 97 yards times 4. So it's not going to be a huge blanket. It's definitely going to be a throw. The problem with this one, I had to change the color every row. Or I didn't have to, but that's what I was doing. So I either had to cut and weave that end in, switch to a new color, or pull the color along. And I didn't really like that because it was really noticeable. Smaller version of it, again, would have totally been fine. And this one, this was all 1 skein of yarn. Like, it just did the color by itself. So having to switch colors in a blanket, I didn't like that. I just like really easy blankets, especially since this one wasn't something that I had planned to make this year and was super last minute. No real pattern. I'm just gonna maybe do like 2 more rows of slime green, then I'll do another row of black. So it might end up with a huge border of black because I'm just really enjoying the slime green portion of it. We have officially come up to the end of the first week of the 100 Nights of Fiber Frights. So I wanted to go through some of the movies that I watched this week. The first 7 are, well, I'm going to be watching the last one tonight. So in a little bit here, I'm going to watch that. But I did want to get started on putting my squares together. So I'm doing a granny square every single night to go along with the movie and countdown. I was gonna wait until I had 10 squares because every single row has 10 squares. I have 5 different colors, they repeat twice. I just thought that would be the best way to do it, but it doesn't really make sense, or for me anyways. I'd much rather do it every, like, the same day of the week. So Sunday it is. I only have the 7. I'll put the 7 together, and then next week on Sunday I'll put the next 7 together, and then just keep kind of going that way. Some of the movies, starting with day 100, Grave Encounters, which is a super campy, super fun found footage movie. This is a must watch for me every single year. 99 was demonic. There are 2 different versions of this. I watched the newer one, and it's a really fun sci-fi, like, video game in your head type of thing, but you can be in other people's heads in the same thing. I don't know. It was just really interesting. I liked that one a lot. Day 98 is The Owners, and this was a home invasion, cat and mouse type of slasher movie, which had a lot of twists and turns. So it didn't follow the typical tropes of a home invasion movie, which is probably the reason that I like it and I can watch it multiple times. I feel like I pick up things here and there the more that I've watched it. They play around with the sizing of the screen too, and the very first time that I watched it, I thought there was something wrong. I had to like rewind and like make sure it wasn't just my TV that was acting weird, but now that I know it was on purpose, I actually love the effects of it. Very claustrophobic, just added to the feel of everything. Day 97, this is the only one on here, or for these first 7 days, that I hadn't seen yet, and this is an immediate classic for me, which normally I'm not a let's play a game type of horror movie. Like, that's not normally my thing, but this one was great. Like, the campiness that oozed from this, so many like cheesy lines like delivered throughout it, and the way that I mean, okay, I'm not even gonna spoil it because I don't want this to be a spoiler. Like, if you haven't seen this movie, I just kind of want you to like watch it, like go in knowing nothing. That's how you need to watch this movie, which is what I went into it. So many amazing lines in there though, so just trust me, if you like that type of horror, it's a good one in my opinion. Day 96 is All About Evil, and this one is actually classified as a comedy horror movie, and immediately from the moment you start the movie, you know that's what you're in for. Day 95, As Above, So Below. I love the vibes in this. This is a movie that I could throw on in the background Halloween night. And like, I don't have to watch it and pay attention really. I just like let it roll, and the
you know, because they're in the catacombs, so the setting and the scenery is all very spooky Halloween vibes. Day 94 is Significant Others. Another movie where I really can't say a lot about it because it's gonna give you clues and it's going to kind of spoil the experience. So my suggestion is, if you're interested in this and you didn't watch it with me, pop some popcorn, get your favorite treat, get your beverage of choice. I had a pumpkin spice latte when I watched it last night, and just turn the movie on and go. Like, don't look up spoilers, don't even watch the trailer. The trailer really doesn't tell you too much though. I don't think it does. But like, don't risk it. Just get into it and enjoy the ride. I think it's super, super campy. I don't know that they were intending it to be campy. It came out last year and I didn't really hear much about it, so, but I like it. So it's on my list. And day 93 tonight is Terrifier, which is just a classic. I have to watch it. Actually, Terrifier 2 is on this list as well. Like, I didn't do a lot of sequels on this 100 list because 100 movies, that's really not a lot. Like, I had to cut out a lot of my favorites, like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's not even on here. And the reason that it's not on here is just because it's not that I liked other movies better than that. It's just I watched that movie many times. It's one of my background movies, so I had to kind of like pick and choose. But Terrifier and Terrifier 2, again, it's another one that has the Halloween ambiance to it. Just finished up Terrifier and I'm about to go to bed now, so I'm gonna let you ghouls go. But I hope you had a little fun hanging out with me this week. As always, if you did, leave me some pumpkin emojis in the comments down below, and I will see you ghouls next week.